Good morning, students. In this video series we are dealing with the immune system organs. Basically we have seen that immune organ are of two types. First is primary lymphoid organ and second is secondary lymphoid organ. Primary lymphoid organ are the major lymphoid organ which include two organ. First is bone marrow and second is thymus, while secondary lymphoid organ includes lymph node, spleen and mucosa associated lymphoid tissue, that is MALT. In second video we have deal with the two kind of primary lymphoid organ, that is bone marrow and thymus. In this session we are going to discuss with the secondary lymphoid organ. Okay, what do you mean by secondary lymphoid organ? सेकेंडरी लिम्फोइड ऑर्गन को समझने से पहले हमें लिम्फेटिक सिस्टम क्या है वो समझना है. ओके, सो व्हाट इज लिम्फेटिक सिस्टम? सो इन द वेन, इन द ब्लड वेन, blood is circulating. Apart from that circulation, in your body, intestinal fluid, that is the fluid which will not enter inside the venous system, vein के अंदर enter नहीं होंगे, but they circulate throughout the body through the lymphatic vessels, and in that lymphatic vessels a fluid is run which is called as a lymph, and that lymph carry most of the antigen to the lymph node. See, this is in this image, the green dot, green lining you are observing is called as lymph. This lymph is spread throughout the body, right from the top of your head to bottom of your leg. Throughout the body this lymph is moving, right? This lymph are having lymph nodes, that are the nodes. The concept is, in this lymphatic system, lymph, that is a fluid which is running, and that fluid contain antigen. Suppose here there will be some antigen, so through this lymph, this antigen will move towards certain lymph node. That is the lymphatic system. Okay, this was the concept you need to understand before going for the secondary lymphoid organs. Now let's see secondary lymphoid organ. The first secondary lymphoid organ is lymph node. What exactly mean by lymph node? Node means gant. Okay, so lymph node is like this. This is a organ which look like a bean. Okay, bean is a instrument which is used to for music purpose. This bean, it look like bean, and this lymph node is divided into three segments. First is cortex, second is paracortex, and third one is medulla. हम बाहर से ऑब्जर्व कर रहे हैं, सबसे बाहर का पोर्शन जो है ये है जिसको कॉर्टेक्स कहा जाता है, मिडल पोर्शन जो है वो पैराकॉर्टेक्स है, एंड अंदर का जो रीजन है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ मेड्यूला. ओके, दिस लिम्फ नोड इज अ bean shaped organ, right? It is distributed throughout the lymphatic system. As you can see here, this area is of lymph node, this area is of lymph node, here there is a lymph node. Like after a few gap of a lymph there will be a lymph node. Okay, now they are made up of, mostly in this lymph node, mostly there will be B cell, T cell, macrophage and dendritic cells. What are these cells? These cells are the immunogenic agent. Okay, their function is to kill microorganisms or to eliminate the antigen which enter inside the body. This lymph node acts as a filter. Here, like if lymph is entering here, that lymph will carry the antigen with them, right? So when they enter and they exit, they will allow certain antigen to remain inside the lymph node. Antigen will remain inside the lymph node and rest the thing will be removed. If it enters from here, antigen will come inside the lymph node and lymph will remove. So in this there will be antigen, and as we have discussed that in lymph node there will be B cell, there will be T cell, there will be dendritic cells. Now, so these cells, B cell, T cell, macrophage, dendritic cell, we are going to fight with this antigen and eliminate this antigen in this lymph node. So in short, lymph node is providing the battlefield for the B cell and T cell to fight with the antigen and eliminate those antigen from the body. So this is the first lymphoid secondary organ, that is lymph node. What do you mean by lymph? It is a fluid which is running throughout the body, but they are not entering into the blood vein. They move by the process of they move through the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system is spread throughout the body, and after few vein there will be a node which is called as a lymphatic node. Lymphatic node is a secondary lymphoid organ, one of the secondary lymphoid organ. It is a bean shaped structure. It is divided into three segments: cortex, paracortex and medulla. The lymph will carry the antigen to the lymph node. Once the lymph node enter inside the once the antigen enters inside the lymph node, in lymph node already T cell, B cell, dendritic cell and macrophage will be there. These are the cells which are involved in eliminating the antigen. So they get encounter, and they will those cells will eliminate the antigen from the body. Okay, so this is the first lymphoid organ, that is lymph node. Okay, now moving towards the second lymphoid organ, that is spleen. Okay, this is the structure of a spleen. Spleen is the organ of the immune system that again composed of T cell, B cell, natural killer cell and macrophages, right? These are the site for the production of antibodies and activate and they have the ability to activate the lymphocytes. What are lymphocytes? B cell, T cells, dendritic cells are called as a lymphocyte, the cells of lymphatic system, right? And here the activation of those lymphocytes will be done and antibody can be generated, right? This spleen, what is the location of this spleen? The spleen is present here. This is the location of a spleen, just below the heart. This spleen is present, right? The spleen is like this, right? This is the structure of spleen. It is an organ that contains T cell, B cell and other immune cells. The main function is the production of antibodies. It can activate the lymphocyte, right? What are the other function? They filter the blood and entrap the foreign material, that is antigen, and provide defense against blood-borne antigens. So if antigen enters inside the blood system, they get filtered in this spleen. Here there will be antigen in the spleen. Once antigen is there in the spleen, immunological cell will act on the spleen, on that antigen and eliminate the antigen. Okay, so just remember there are two major secondary lymphoid organs. First is lymph node. Lymph node is a site to fight with antigen, and the lymph that is running in the lymphatic system will carry that antigen to the lymph node, right? Second lymphoid organ is spleen. Spleen is a lymphoid organ which will carry the antigen which come from the blood, right? ये जो arteries हैं and veins है उसमें से blood जो है वो यहाँ पे आएगा, फिल्टर होगा स्प्लीन के अंदर. स्प्लीन के अंदर ऑलरेडी इम्यूनोलॉजिकल सेल्स होंगे जो उनको एलिमिनेट करेंगे. लिम्फ नोड के केस में लिम्फेटिक सिस्टम में से एंटीजन लिम्फ नोड में आते हैं, जबकि स्प्लीन के केस में अगर कोई एंटीजन ब्लड के अंदर मिक्स हो चुका है तो ब्लड यहाँ पे आता है, उसको फिल्टर करने का काम होता है स्प्लीन का एंड वो फिल्टर हो जाएंगे और यहाँ से ही वो एंटीजन जो है वो एलिमिनेट हो जाएंगे. तो दिस इज अबाउट द सेकेंडरी लिम्फोइड ऑर्गन कि जिनका काम जस्ट टू सपोर्ट द फंक्शन ऑफ इम्यून सिस्टम है, जबकि प्राइमरी लिम्फोइड ऑर्गन का काम मेजर था कि वो लिम्फोइड ऑर्गन को जो लिम्फोटिक सेल्स है उनको मैच्यूरेशन एंड डेवलपमेंट एंड प्रोडक्शन का काम जो थे वो करते थे. राइट. तो दिस इज शॉर्ट introduction and discussion about the secondary lymphoid organ. Hope you understand the topic. If you have any doubt, you can ask the question. Thank you.